Josh, how do you feel you're kind of fitting in, and how's the defense looking so far?
We had a great practice the other day. I mean, me personally, I feel like I fit the scheme a lot, because I'll be playing 2 and the 3 tech. So there's so many slanting, there's so many, moves up front, and I feel like I fit it perfect being at that 2, and I can play a little bit of nose because I can move around a little bit, but I'm loving it. I feel like defense is playing great. Once we get that scheme down and we can just play fast and not have to think about it, I think it's gonna come together. So.
Seems like this past Saturday, just the defensive front, just as a whole, wiped the floor with that scrimmage and all that. You kind of see that one coming just because of this new approach and trying to stop the run and all that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I feel like it all starts with just that Coach Joyner. Like he hold us to a higher standard, and at times it just it can get irritating. But in the back of my head, I'm just like, I need it, keep it going. So I feel like it started with him. We came out that day, just treated it like a game day. The night before, we slept good. Everybody was treating their bodies right. We treated it like a game day. So I feel like D-line came out and played right. It started with him.
To that, just from going back watching film, I guess since Saturday, what was kind of the takeaways from y'all's room specifically, and what maybe y'all did right and kind of adapting to
I
that?
feel like we rushed the quarterback pretty well. Said JJ, we got 2 of the best pass rushers in the ACC. Jared Ivey, I mean, we got after the quarterback. So I guess just keeping them contained, is one thing we need to work on. But other than that, I feel like their pass rush lanes was we did pretty good.
If you would, tell me a little bit more about that standard. I've heard him in practice refer to, hey, there's a standard. I'm not going to lower it. You can't take coaching. You can't take criticism personally. How hard is it to sort of adapt to that? And then what is that? How would you sort of describe his standard?
Yeah, so he has this thing called better your best. So his standard is so high. That's why I came here from the jump. Like we had a meeting when I was on my official visit, and he just was so like energized, and he was so enthusiastic, and it never changes. He's the same person every day. So I mean, if he can do that every day, it makes the guys in the room, like, why not be the same way? So if he's bringing that energy, I mean, he hold us to such a high standard. I feel like all the guys just buy into it, and we just play our tails off. And yeah.
How would you say your role, if at all, is different than what it was at NC State?
Oh, that's a great question. NC State, I was kind of, I had been there for a long time, so I feel like I was more of a vet or more like like a leader. But here I'm not like very vocal. I just kind of, do what I do. But I kind of, like I'm not really as opening talking as much as I used to be. But as far as like playing wise, I feel like I'm down. I'm 328. I lost some weight. In the spring, I was a little heavier, so I feel like it's going great. I was heavier at state. I'm lighter now, so I feel like my pass rushing game has improved a lot. That was something I struggled with at NC State, but my run blocking ability has definitely gotten better. I'm able to take on double teams and be strong in there.
Sometimes when you've been at a place for a long time, you get sort of shoehorned into a role. They just say, hey, this is what this guy's role is. Just get a new place, is it giving you an opportunity to sort of expand that in your own game, your own development?
Oh yeah. Like a lot of guys at state just see me as like a big teddy bear or a big soft, but when it's on the field, it's different. But here, like a lot of guys just see me as, oh, he's a older guy. He has 2 kids. So he's been playing football for a long time, and they see me hopefully as a leader. I try to be as a leader.
You mentioned you're not being as vocal of a leader here. Is that just because there's so many kind of veteran presence in the all's room? I mean, is there a lot of guys that can kind of fill that leader role on a different day?
I mean, yeah, you could say that. You could say that. Just coming from a different program, I kind of just don't want to be, but I feel like we do got a lot of guys in the room, J.I., who's been here, said, who's been here before Joyner. So we got guys who, take on that role. Yeah.
Appreciate your time, Josh.
Thank y'all, man. Y'all have a good day.
Sorry.
Oh, my bad.
I was just saying thanks before my question.
For sure.
You mentioned the weight loss there. I mean, was that done intentionally to kind of make you a little bit quicker, a better pass rusher? Was there intent behind that, or is that just kind of something that happened?
My strength has always been able to play the run, just being able to take on 2 and be able to get knocked back and vertical penetration. So me coming here, that was part of, I just wanted to better my game in general. I wanted to take that next step to go to the league. So pass rushing was one of those things that I wanted to just drop on every day. And, Coach Joyner, coming from Ohio State, working with the best D-line coach ever, Larry Johnson. So, you know, he knows the techniques to do. So if I just buy into it, I feel like it's helping. So me being down, 328, like I said, that is helping a lot as far as like stamina, movement, slanting across. So yeah. Well, back at state, I used to be like 380, and so I got here in January. It was a little heavy. I got up to, you know, high 30s. Played all spring, high 30s, and then yeah, now I'm 28, 25. I want to maybe be 20, 25 on game day. Where they want me at. So. Yep. Thank y'all.